Finances have been mismanaged constantly at Rangers, vastly reducing our power in the transfer market, which in recent years has seen us slowly fall behind Celtic in terms of being competitive domestically. In today's video, we have some huge news as Rangers are set to be handed a massive financial boost. We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, former Rangers midfielder Scott Arfield has urged fans of the club to embrace the potential sale of Nicholas Raskin this summer, but get realistic about a potential price. The Belgian has enjoyed a productive few weeks, having put in a standout display away at Celtic before the international break and then catching the eye for his country against Ukraine. Such impressive performances will undoubtedly garner attention in the eyes of Arfield. With his stock soaring, it's no wonder he's being tipped for a big summer move, he said. For me, Rangers shouldn't fear his departure. They should embrace it as a sign that the club is finally getting things right when it comes to their so-called player trading model. Let's be honest here, far too many players have been allowed to walk out of Ibrox far too cheaply. But I think the Rangers' support need to be realistic about just how much Raskin will go for this summer. I reckon they might have to settle for something closer to the £10 million mark. For a player who cost £1.5 million when he signed from Standard Liège in 2023, that would still represent a hefty return. Yes, Nico's still got 2 more seasons on his Ibrox contract, but he's a defensive midfield player playing in Scotland. Of course, the fact he's now a fully fledged Belgium starter will help, but he's not the type who scores you bundles of goals. If an English team or one of the clubs from Saudi were to come in for him, then maybe those megabucks bids might materialise. But the reality is that for midfield players to really draw those huge offers, they need to provide a regular goal threat that Nico doesn't quite possess. He's certainly got plenty of other qualities though. Raskin joined Rangers under Michael Beale in 2022. He has continually shown flashes of ability and potential throughout his time at the club, but has really come to the fore in recent weeks and months. Now Rangers fans hoping for a return to free spending transfer windows under new ownership may be disappointed, as financial regulations limit immediate investment. UEFA's financial sustainability rules now cap club spending at 70% of revenue on transfers, wages, agent fees and payoffs. Since rejoining the Scottish Premiership, Rangers have accumulated losses exceeding £100 million. UEFA's updated rules allow clubs to lose up to €60 million over 3 years, provided owners cover the shortfall. However, the squad cost rule, SCR, which restricts spending to 70% of revenue, including matchday income, broadcasting, commercial deals, and player sales, will be a major factor affecting Rangers' transfer plans. This rule was introduced gradually, with clubs allowed to spend 90% of revenue in 2023-24 and 80% this season, but the full 70% limit applies from next season. Rangers have only managed to stay under that threshold once in the past 5 seasons, during their 2021-22 Europa League final run, when revenue was significantly boosted. To comply with SCR, the club slashed £6 million from its wage bill last summer, compensating for a drop in player sales income. Without another deep European campaign, Rangers' financial position this summer will remain constrained. Last season, Rangers' revenue hit a record £88.3 million and is expected to surpass that again. However, the club must still account for costs such as agent fees, management changes, including the dismissal of Philippe Clement and the hiring of a new coaching team, and amortization charges for previous signings, including Oscar Cortez, Mohamed Diomande, Nedim Behrami, Robin Proper, Cyril Dessas, and Danilo. Amortization spreads transfer fees over the length of a contract, meaning Rangers will still be paying for past signings in future seasons. The club's strategic goal is to at least break even on player trading. As outlined in last season's report, The strategic goal is to match player amortization cost with player gains. For significant summer investment, Rangers may need to sell key players. Unlike last summer, when Sam Lammers, Todd Cantwell, Scott Wright, and Connor Goldson left for less than a combined £1 million, the club now has valuable assets. Nico Raskin has impressed on international duty, Hamza Igerman is a rising star, and Chelsea has been linked with Jeff Day. Champions League qualification could offer a major financial boost, but Rangers must navigate 3 difficult qualifying rounds, with the final round concluding on August 27th, just days before the transfer deadline. Any windfall from qualification would likely come too late to significantly influence early summer signings. Without automatic entry, the club cannot budget for this income. While financial regulations limit immediate spending, new ownership can grow future investment by increasing revenue streams. UEFA does not restrict infrastructure spending, and clubs across Europe are investing heavily in stadium expansions to boost matchday income. Deloitte reports that matchday revenue is now the fastest growing income source for elite clubs, with redevelopment projects at Barcelona, Manchester City, and Manchester United. Ibrox demand is high, with a season ticket waiting list of over 10,000. Expanding the stadium could increase hospitality offerings and establish Ibrox as Glasgow's premier venue for concerts and events. However, the Copeland Road stand issues earlier this season highlight the financial and logistical challenges of such projects. Under the 49ers leadership, Leeds United is planning a redevelopment of Ellen Road, but only if Premier League promotion is secured. A similar approach will likely shape any Ibrox expansion plans. In the short term, planned upgrades to the Rangers training centre align with a more practical strategy. Compared to stadium expansion, training facility improvements are more cost-effective and can provide immediate benefits in injury prevention, player development, and fitness, ultimately improving results and player values. Commercial growth is another key area for revenue expansion. Over the past decade, Rangers have endured costly legal disputes with commercial partners, damaging both their finances and reputation. With litigation now resolved, the 49ers can leverage their extensive business network to secure stronger sponsorship deals. The commercial department has struggled in recent years due to these disputes, missing out on lucrative partnerships. A fresh approach could attract major brands and improve financial stability. Beyond sponsorship, Rangers can explore additional revenue sources such as digital engagement and international expansion. Many top clubs are monetizing content through streaming services, fan memberships, and global marketing strategies. By expanding their presence beyond Scotland, Rangers could tap into new income streams. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.